Each one of us was brought here for a reason.
Guys, where are we?
The TV series Lost. Where are the main cast members now? Lost debuted in the fall of 2004, meaning 20 years ago, right around this time, they were just past the halfway point of that first magical season. By that time, I was completely hooked on the island mystery adventure show, and 20 years later, I consider it one of my favorite television shows of all time. Many of us Losties will agree what made the series so special was the amazing characters. From their leader, Jack Shepherd, to the tragic Korean couple Jin and Sun Kwan, to the heart of the show, Hurley. Lost assembled one of the finest and most diverse casts in the history of television. Let's see what's become of the main cast members on the series Lost since the show ended in 2010. Matthew Fox as Jack Shepherd. After the series ended, Fox stepped away from television. In 2011, he appeared on stage in London's West End for In a Forest Dark and Deep. He went on to co-star in the military drama Emperor as the villain in Alex Cross and appeared in the Western horror hybrid Bone Tomahawk. He resurfaced in Peacock's limited series Last Night in 2022, and he's got a big gig ahead of him starring in the Taylor Sheridan series Madison, along with Michelle Pfeiffer. Evangeline Lilly as Kate Austen. She was in Hugh Jackman-led Real Steel and Peter Jackson's The Hobbit trilogy as Toriel. She also joined the Marvel Universe, playing Hope Van Dyne, aka Wasp, in the Ant-Man movies. Although in 2024, she announced on Instagram that she was retiring from acting. Although she said she may return to Hollywood one day, but for now, home is where she wants to be. Josh Holloway as James Ford, aka Sawyer.
Dude, that beer's been sitting there since before Rocky 3. Maybe even 2. It's probably poisoned by now.
Skeletor seems to like it. Bottoms up.
After the show, he starred in Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol in 2011. He was on the CBS show Intelligence in 2014 and played an FBI agent in Paranoia. He reunited with Carlton Cuse for the sci-fi drama Colony in 2016, and he recently had a recurring role as Rourke Morris on Yellowstone. Terry O'Quinn as John Locke, a man of faith. After Lost, he headlined 666 Park Avenue and remains a mainstay on the small screen, having appeared in everything from Castle Rock to Hawaii Five-0. O'Quinn recently played the villainous Major General Beale in The Walking Dead: The Ones Who Lived. Jorge Garcia as Hurley.
What year?
1931.
You're 46?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
So you fought in the Korean War?
There's no such thing.
Who's the President of the United States?
All right, dude, we're from the future.
You may have seen him after Lost ended on the cover of Weezer's 2010 album, Hurley. He was also in the short-lived show Alcatraz with Sam Neill. He played Steve Wozniak in I, Steve in 2013, and he appeared in Once Upon a Time. Jorge Garcia recently co-starred in Rob Zombie's The Munsters, and he starred in the HBO Max comedy Bookie. Yinjin Kim as Sun Kwan. Kim later starred in the ABC soap Mistress. Then she went back home to South Korea. The actress continues to headline Korean films, including House of the Disappeared in 2017 and Confession in 2022. More recently, she joined the show Money Heist and plays a reoccurring character on XO Kitty, a spin-off of the rom-com To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Day Kim as Jin Sun Kwan. Post-Lost, Kim starred in another big series, Hawaii Five-0, from 2010 to 2017. Although he left after 7 seasons following a salary dispute. He was in Hellboy in 2019, Joyride in 2023. Kim was also an executive producer on the medical drama The Good Doctor, which is based on a South Korean series. Naveen Andrews as Saeed Jarrah. Andrews has continued to work on TV as Jafar in Once Upon a Time in Wonderland and in the Wachowskis' metaphysical epic Sense8. He returned to ABC for Instinct in 2018 and earned acclaim as Sunny Balwani in The Dropout. More recently, he appeared in The Cleaning Lady in 2022. Harold Perineau as Michael. He guest starred on Sons of Anarchy, Constantine, and The Rookie. He had a main role on Claws, but he's now headlining a mystery show of his own, From, which is really good, by the way. Michael Emerson as Ben Linus. It was supposed to just be a walk-on role, but he was so good they kept him around.
And the other people on this plane, what's going to happen to them? Who cares?
You just killed everybody on that boat.
So?
You talking about what I think he was talking about?
If you mean time-traveling bunnies, then yes.
I was a much better man than I will ever be. And I'm very sorry I murdered him.
Man from Tallahassee, what is that? Some kind of code?
No, John, unfortunately, we don't have a code, but there's a man in my closet with a gun to my daughter's head. although we obviously should.
But since leaving Lost, he reunited with J.J. Abrams for the thriller series Person of Interest. He had a guest arc on Arrow. He voiced the Joker in Batman The Dark Knight Returns in 2012, and Brainiac on My Adventures with Superman. The actor starred in the miniseries The Name of the Rose. Emerson has been married to actress Carrie Preston, who actually played Ben's mother in a Season 3 flashback on Lost. Emily de Ravin as Claire Littleton. She spent most of her time on the small screen, notably playing Belle on Once Upon a Time, and she starred in a detective show called True Colors in her native land of Australia in 2022. Dominic Monaghan as Charlie Pace. After Lost, he played Bolt in X-Men Origins Wolverine. He produced and starred in a nature documentary series called Wild Things, and then he reteamed with J.J. Abrams for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. In 2024, he reunited with fellow Hobbit Billy Boyd for a stage production of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. Henry Ian Cusick as Desmond Hume.
I see you in another life, brother.
After Lost, he guest starred on Fringe. He landed a reoccurring role on Scandal, and then he moved on to play Marcus Kane on the CW's The 100 for 6 seasons. He also appeared in Big Sky and NCIS Hawaii. Maggie Grace as Shannon. Maggie Grace left the series midway through season 2, after showrunners felt her character had run its course, though she did return for the series' polarizing finale in 2010. She kept busy appearing as Liam Neeson's daughter in the Taken franchise, and she played a vampire in the Twilight films. Maggie Grace eventually returned to TV in 2018, playing Althea in Fear the Walking Dead. Ian Somerhalder as Boone. Somerhalder will forever be a pop culture trivia answer to the question, who was the first main character on the TV series Lost to be killed off? Sadly, his character Boone died in the 20th episode of Season 1, but he returned periodically over the next few seasons, before being reunited with his fellow castaways in the series finale. But don't feel too bad for him. He landed a dream role of Damon Salvatore in the CW supernatural teen drama series The Vampire Diaries, which was a huge hit and lasted for 8 seasons. Let's talk about Malcolm David Kelly, who played Walt. Following his departure from the main cast of Lost, mainly due to a huge growth spurt, Kelly appeared in several TV series, including the recurring character of Benjamin Cooley on Saving Grace. In 2010, he appeared as the lead role of Finn in the Teen Nick program Gigantic. He had a guest role on The Thundermans, and he played Michael Clark in Detroit. Malcolm David Kelly is also a musical artist, and his pop group MKTO had a hit song Classic in 2014. And by the way, Losties, when doing research for this video, I suddenly felt really grown up when I learned that Malcolm David Kelly is in his 30s. Yep, Walt Lloyd, the little kid from the beach, is 32. So were you a Lost fan? Who was your favorite character? Also, if you'd like to see a deep dive on Lost, creation, and legacy, I highly recommend the documentary Getting Lost, which features brand new interviews with several of the main cast members, as well as series creator J.J. Abrams. Getting Lost is available for rent on Amazon Prime. Until then, I'll see you in another life, brother.
Sha-la-la-la.